Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahne, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpix.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
As we get rolling here with the first game, at least we don't have to rehash yesterday. We could have just told everyone to refer back, go watch some old videos. We already previewed the games, but they at least mixed up the pitchers, so we have to do it all over again. Let's talk about the Orioles and the Tigers. To start us off, game one of a doubleheader after yesterday's two postponements. They're going to come right back and play them today. So Dean Kramer and Eduardo here in game one.
Yeah, I wanted Rodriguez versus Rodriguez.
That's another problem, right? They ruined it.
Right. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go over the total here now in this one. I feel like I feel like Eduardo, he's pitching really well right now, but Kramer really not so much. 6.2 ERA, 4.66 on the road. I kind of feel like this is going to be one where the Tigers can score more than their 3 runs per game that they've been normally, trying to get done here. So I'm going to go over that 8 today.
Okay, fair enough. In game one, Mindy goes over 8. We'll talk the doubleheader. We're going to go in chronological order with the other games as well. So game 2 will come up in the order as we discuss it here. So hopefully that's okay with everyone. Mindy, I know what you're saying, certainly about some of Kramer's numbers, but certainly Detroit and all their problems, if you will. I mean, they've had some wins. Let's get the plays in here. Here's Butterscotch on Detroit, plus a run and a half. And Darren, I often, say, yeah, it's tough, right? Because also picking doubleheaders, Mindy, that's kind of the tough thing for you and I, with all due respect. You have to pick both games when you like to see one of the lineups or whatever. So tread lightly in a doubleheader, I think, sometimes too. Fernando with his pick on the Orioles. Jay Smoove talking about Detroit money line. I feel like these Orioles, though, I still think they might be a public side here in this one, especially as a slight favorite here at minus 115. So I'm going to take the Orioles as my play here on the show. I would say, Mindy, if this game were a standalone game, I would probably have the Orioles as a premium here. I'm not saying it's a freemium necessarily either. I feel pretty strongly about it right here on the show as a free pick. Probably wasn't going to go a premium with it because of the doubleheader status. And you see Tyrone. I wanted to have a prop for something like that. You probably should get a better price, right? If you did that, even then parlaying it together. I guess that's still the same thing in a way. Yep, Mindy did pick the over, Fernando. So I'm on Baltimore. Mindy's on the over. Game 2, and it's Dick Mountain for the Pirates. Love that. Going up against Patrick Corbin. He's another, he's almost a profanity-laced guy sometimes for us. But he's been a little bit profitable so far this year. Maybe he's actually been a surprise for the Nats. Couple left-handers today.
Yeah, I mean, I think this one's going to be interesting as well, right? I mean, you talked about Detroit, they're 1-8, to the under, but then you still have this Washington team here that they're 4-6 here to the under this season, and that's the thing. Like, I just feel like Detroit's going to have a better day here against Kramer, but I'm not so sure here about the Nationals having a good time versus Rich Hill. We've been giving him a hard time. But I'm going to go ahead and go under the total, even though I know we got a little bit of higher ERAs with Corbin. I still think he can settle down. He still pitches better at home, no matter how you look at it. The Nationals bullpen has kind of settled down a little bit some too. So been pretty happy with that also. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm still going to go under this total here today. I know that there's been lots of overs here with the Pittsburgh team, more or less, but that's how I'm going to go here today.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I agree with the pick. And yeah, there might be because these two pitchers, we do like to make fun of them certainly a little bit at their expense. We've been, but Hill's been profitable too. If anything, for the Pirates, he's also been uh, a surprise. These guys got a bad rap, and they're kind of putting it in everybody's face a little bit. I'm just they're and again, I don't think it's something where because these guys are veterans, so they'll probably have some aggression eventually. I'm going to take under in this one, mostly because of this doubleheader. I might be expecting under in both, but Ziggy wants the over, and JD said give me the under in this pitch. I think he's talking about this game actually. I think he is. Kervin says Pittsburgh and over. Fernando Pirates and over. And Jay here on the over in game one. We are by ourselves on this one, Mindy. Rich Hill and Patrick Corbin, and we're not going to fault anybody for doing that. We're supposed to be the professionals here, and call us out tomorrow. And I'll just, if they say we were wrong, I'll just say, yeah, well, but it was a doubleheader. Here's Burley's on the under here. He's also on the Bucks. Brent Cook on the Bucks. Butterscotch on the Bucks. Good picks, everybody. Mindy's Royals going up here against the Twins. And, well, Bailey over. He's going to be up to 220 now. 8 over 15.
I know, Ramon, you and Tony both had winners there with the Twins team. I thought the Royals were going to give you guys a run for their money. They tried to come back, still fell a little bit short. It's probably what we all kind of expected a little bit. I kind of wanted to give them a try. And then here today, we got some decent pitchers here on the mound, especially with Ober, right? 1.59 ERA at home. I like where he's headed. I'm going to go ahead and go under the total here in this one today too. I always want to try to give my Royals a little chance on the run line. I'm just not so sure today, Ramon, that they could go ahead and get it done with a little bit better pitching, especially going up with a better bullpen. So I'm going to go ahead and go under 8.
Okay. Fair enough. Mindy, go under 8 in this one with your Royals and the Twins. Yeah, it seems like it'll get a little bit easy. Not saying it like that, but
right.
Going to be on some of those favorites like the Twins yesterday, laying that run line. Here we go today. Thank you, Fernando. Please like and smash. Darren here on the Twins. Jay Smooth says run line also. Blake on run line. And Jay says might be premium today on the Twins for him. So I don't know. Jay's over here giving out his premiums today. Right. And I kind of like him too. If I was going to tell you about the chalk, right. I'm just going to give him on the run line here on the show. We'll let Jay be in there and take him again. I think Butterscotch already pointing out some Kansas. Look at that, already 0-7 against the run line against a fellow division opponent. How about that? So lots of Twins run line. I'll just give them out on the show here as a pick. Maybe they are worthy of premium status today for sure. But Fernando Twins and under. And here's Brent Twins run line. Burley Twins run line. Everybody Twins. Oh boy.
Everyone I'm on the Twins.
And a prop there by JD though. He's got your back a little bit, Mindy. But, yeah, so talking about my new title as a chocolatier, I'm taking the Twins. And we'll have more chalk coming up. All right. And you're on the under in that one also. Okay. The Mariners. Flexing alert. Mariners and Blue Jays here. Blue Jays up to 245 now, 9 over 20. So looks like some action on the Blue Jays, but definitely action on the over here.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm looking, probably to the over. Flexen, you talked about his alert, not pitching well on the road. I feel like this might be an error. 30.86 on the road, 8.86 ERA here overall. Mariners, geez, I've been on them the last couple days. I thought they were going to go ahead and get those bats back. Have not been able to do so. Lost by 1 run the last couple games here. So yeah, I'm going to probably stay away there. So I'm going to take over the total here.
All right, Mindy, on the over here in this one with Seattle and Toronto. In general, I've been think of Toronto's hot offense, but they've been in some unders too. I mean, if you look at these teams overall, they definitely trend under. But I think in this one, I'm feeling it, Mindy. I'm feeling it with you, and I think I'm gonna go with you here on the over. Let's talk about flexing the bad numbers, if you will. No doubt about it. And that's probably my trigger there a little bit because, like I said, if you look in general at these two teams, they've been under. Now, granted, it's not with Flex and Gossman's been okay. I don't know if you think he's been what we expected, what we need from him. So, all right, I think we got a few more picks here, but I'm on with you, Mindy. Let's go over.
All right.
This one. Only thing I'm on it with you. Certainly, the thing is, Toronto. They've been just a like I said. You think of their offense. We both rank them pretty high offensively, but Toronto right now has gone over in just one of their last 10 games. They're also 2-7-1 to the under at home. But I guess we're picking on flexing. Good morning, my babies, says Howard Hogan. Ziggy's on the M's run line here, and Verley on the over here today, and JD says if Seattle does tank here against Gausman, that's where maybe it could fall short. It sounds like he still likes it over, and Butterscotch Brigham says he likes Seattle plus the 1.5. All right, we're on the over in this one. The Braves and the Mets with Strider and McGill. Braves big on the road here. Look, we know Strider's awesome, so I guess that's why. It's a little bit of disrespect to the Mets offense, I would think, at this point, even as strong as Strider has been at $1.70, 7.5 under 20.
Yeah, I mean, it should be one of these great pitching matchups here in this one. You got Spencer Strider still, that 0 ERA on the road, 1.8 overall. McGill pitching really well at home, 1.64 ERA, 3.96 overall. If I take a look at just the slugging percentage in this one, 0.249 Strider, 0.364 for McGill. So no one hits them very hard either. But for me, I'm still going to go with the away team. It's a little bit of chalk for me here too, but I'll take the Braves about minus 170 here in this one today.
Okay, I will too. It feels a little bit better. I don't know. I mean, not that I wouldn't necessarily want to, like I said, I'm the chocolatier. But, here we can give it out on the show as a pick. On the money line, I don't know if I feel that secure about a run line here because I do think the line is a little bit high, but I do like the Braves today. Public team, ready to keep pouncing on public favorites today and be Mr. Chocolatier. So let's do it. Let's take him as a play in this one, Mindy.
Right.
With the Braves minus $1.70-ish. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. Looks like they're looks like we're getting something on the total here. It looks like he wants to go under. And I don't know. I know with Strider what you guys are thinking. Braves under. Here's Braves run line for Burley. So, yeah, I wouldn't. Hey, if they're minus $1.70 at home, maybe I'd do it. It just feels. And let's see. JD likes the under. Braves and under here for Darren. And JD talking about Showalter, Rocco here. We'll talk about his comments and we talked. Rocco probably just got here. We didn't talk about that already a little bit, Rocco. So thank you actually for pointing it out and know that what we're doing is some good work here, Mindy. being on when we are live and stuff like that. That we're just not like me, just throwing out picks.
Right.
Here's Atlanta money line for butterscotch.
Pointless.
Yeah, Mindy does the cap, and I'm just agreeing. Here's
It's not
Ron.
true.
Joel also. And Jay says he follows the Mets closely, but smashed the Braves. So add the handicap there, he says. All right, Darren says he got a good price on him. Yep. Thomas, you got to spell it right, though. I know I tried to, got Mindy to fall into the gag there, but I'm a chocolatier. You know what I meant, though. Yeah, it is. It is. It feels a little bit thick, but we're going to do it. Hello to Thomas today as well. All right, we're going to do it. Like I said, I'm all about these favorites. I have no shame, Mindy, today. And, it's hard because, we try to be, good handicappers, make sure we're making sure we're getting on.
Being responsible with folks' money, right? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here's the Cubs with Killian. He's been up in the major leagues before. His numbers aren't very good, but does have major league experience from last year. Going against Cabrera, been just another guy, put on that Miami Marlins uniform, and all of a sudden you can call yourself a pretty good pitcher. And he's favored today here, minus $1.25, 8.5 over 25 now. It's going up.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Cubs here with a guy that's limited in experience. Looks like only like about 11 innings and 3 starts. I don't know how long he's, going to get him, but it's one of those that the bullpen for the Cubs hasn't been, half bad. And I don't know if we have to worry about it here too much because Cabrera's been like a walking guy's machine out there. And you can't do that versus this Cubs lineup. You just can't. I think the Cubs get him today. I think they roll. I'm taking the Cubs on the money line.
Nice. So there's an underdog I'm willing to get on, although I think the Cubs could be a public dog here today. So I'm not just saying public sides, meaning, public favorites. So I don't know. What do you guys think? They are the Cubs. So when I gravitate to something like that, I'm always going to, even though we know the Marlins have been money-making darlings so far, to me, I think Cubs-Marlins, I'm going to always think Cubs are going to be the public side on a Saturday. Here we go with some of the picks. Mindy and I are on the Cubs. Nothing you guys can say in here, even though Butterscotch. That's interesting, though. He's our Chicago correspondent. But I want the Cubs today here. Blake on the Marlins. Jay's got the Cubs with us. Ziggy's on the Marlins. This one's going back and forth. I would say, I don't want to say don't right now. If Thomas, you're saying right now, that's the way I feel, even though we're on the dog in this one. And looks like Nathan says Cubbies.
Cubbies. Yeah, easy. Cubbies.
Kelvin says Miami first 5. All right, Mindy, we're on the Cubs. Reds and Athletics. Well, Mindy, let me tell you. I know I was 7-1-1 yesterday in premiums, missed 7K. I almost fell into the Athletics trap. It sure is a good thing they changed pitchers because the Athletics were going to make my card yesterday. You talk about a trap, right? Oh, it's a trap, and I always it's a tarp. I make fun of the term trap because there are no traps. I almost fell into the trap yesterday. That was the Oakland Athletics, basically a pick'em in that. But then they changed pitchers the last minute. I never went premium with it, and boy, was I glad.
Right. I mean, sometimes it's a divine intervention there, right? That takes you off of a game here. But for this one, geez, I know we got Hunter Green on the mound. I know he's been, kind of lights out, but I see that 11-7 score. And I'm still saying, how is this one going to stay under that 7 here today? I'm going to go over this total. Again, with Mueller on the mound, he's at a 5.52 ERA at home. The Reds bats are hot. I'm going to go over the total.
Steam came in on the over. I have concern. I don't know. I kind of like rolling with Hunter Green a little bit here.
Right.
Again, after what happened yesterday, too easy here. If I get burned, I get burned. I'm going chalky here. So, Mindy going though on the over 8, no doubt. Mindy, you look at these two teams in general. It's over city when you're talking about the Reds and the A's. So I don't have a problem with that. The steam came in on the over, no doubt about it. I don't know. It seems kind of. I don't know if the A's can hit Hunter Green right now. Is what
Yeah,
I'm concerned with.
I get you.
Oakland so far 19-8 to the over. They're also 19-8 to the over this season, and it's not because of their awesome bats. I'm going to take the Reds today here. Mr. Chocolatier on the road, lay the number with the Reds. Ridiculous price. You'd never lay the Reds on the road. $1.50 here. It's actually I think it was even higher. So I think there's a slight discount here. Actually, Lazzy Love, great to see you. Not saw you yesterday in the game day chat. Nice to have you.
Nice.
Ziggy wants to go over with you in this one. I might be the contrarian in that one, actually, when it's all said and done. Here's Fernando, first 5 money line. Blake with the over. Thomas going Nerfy, butterscotch. Run line, Reds. Zane's here today. He likes the over. Rocco, team total over for the Reds. And Brent, Reds money line. Jay's he says, Reds, it's chalky. We've got green. Joel here on the Reds today. Money line.
Eric Nolan said tickets for this game have to be $2. I got a kick out of that one. I don't know.
Yeah, right. The old.
It's like you come in and you just buy concessions. That's what we're up to now, right?
Yeah. Well, I love those. That's what you can do nowadays with these phones and apps. And why wouldn't you put butts in the seats if you
Right.
can?
I mean, get people in there, right?
You know about the broken windshield special.
I've heard it before. Can't come up with it right now. Too early, Ramon. What is it?
That's when you leave the tickets on your dashboard, and then someone breaks the window and leaves 4 more.
There you go.
Okay. Likes that team total over. Fernando on the Nerfy here. And looks like Burley on the Reds money line. Thanks, Blake, for alerting us to that. Cool. Let's keep going. Mindy is on the over, and I'm on the Reds in that one. All right. Guardians, Red Sox, Plesac, and Bale. In this one, it's the Red Sox about $1.30, 9 under 25. It's ticking down a little bit on this total, headed more towards the under.
Well, I mean, I think the Guardians can go ahead and get this one here again today. That's what I'm looking at. A little bit of plus money. Cleveland, 11th in team ERA now. Boston is 27th. Their pitching staff has struggled, I think especially against, some lefty hitters here as of late. And the Guardians, they fare well versus right-handed pitchers. They won 20 of 26 now. Plesac, he's had some solid innings. I like where they're going. Boston, they've also lost the last 2 of 3 games there. So I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go with the Guardians on the money line. A little bit of plus today.
Okay, Mindy's got a dog here with the Guardians on the road with Plesac. Plus $1.10 or so. Maybe you can even get a little bit better than that at some of the discount books. So count Mindy in here on the Guardians. See what you guys have in the chat. And here's a Ziggy on the Red Sox. Blake, Boston over here in this one. All right, Mindy. I thought there was one more here. Oh, yeah, there we go. A butterscotch on Cleveland. Fernando here on the money line. Guardians and Red Sox. All right, with that total, man, it continues to go lower right now. Probably might be getting a two. If it gets to 8.5, I'm probably going to be pivoting here. I'm going to end up here on the over in this one, I think. Boy, this one's tough for me, Mindy, but I am going to go over in the Guardians and the Red Sox today. This is probably, if we were playing the old bowl game confidence, not too
ranking it 1 through 17.
Not too excited about this one. Yeah. A few more, I think. Red Sox here for Joel and Curvin says Cleveland and over. Jay says he doesn't want to back Bello. Take Boston here, though, at minus $1.30. I think that's where I'm headed as well. All right, the Phillies and the Astros here continue their World Series rematch we talked about yesterday. Didn't want to tout it that way because of the disappointments so far, but I think things are looking up for these teams. They'll be fine. Astros here, $1.25, 7.5, under 25. Significant move here to the under.
Yeah, I mean, the Phillies and Astro teams are both averaging well over 4.5 runs a game on offense. Defensively, they give up over 5 runs. You got a couple ERAs here that are sitting pretty high. Wheeler on the road, 7.701. He's actually been giving up, the 1 home run per 9. These bullpens, they haven't looked, great. This Astros pen, they've given up 17 home runs. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the total here today of, is it still, 7.5.
Yeah, just too low, I think, for me is what I feel like. Most of the model for me at 8. I'm going to go over here with the Phillies and the Astros. I'll do it, Mindy, certainly in this one. See what the comments are from the chat. Imagine we'll have some backing here in this one. Here's a Scotch Lock is on Houston. He says Astros 6-0 following their 6-0 off their last 6 losses. I would assume on that one. Since we know that the Astros this season already have 12 losses, so I'm just assuming he's off their last 6 losses. Probably, yeah. I get it now. Blake here on the over. Here's Darren on the Astros. Brent on the Astros as well. Jay says Phillies money line. I cashed on them too. So it looks like we got the cappers thinking alike there. Yesterday, it looks like he'll come back on them today. There's Brent's pick. Ziggy going against us here a little bit on the under. And here's Curvin says Houston and over. We're on the over on this one, Mindy, at 7.5, especially at this price here. Heavily juiced to the under. And Astros no cap. See that controversy where they what team was it, Mindy? No, they had that giant cap, and they wouldn't allow them to wear it. Did you see that? One of the teams, their home run celebration. That giant cap they had.
Okay.
Like the gimmick cap, it sticks out, but and so like their home run celebration was to give the guy the giant cap. And the New Era Cap Company said, since they're the official supplier of caps, they said you can't do that because we are the cap sponsor. And they couldn't even put
their name on it or something, so it looks like
that was brought up, but no, because the other company that has the giant cap has the right to the giant cap, so they had to scrap that. It was the Braves cap. Yeah, it was the Braves. So that was dumb, though. You're right. I mean, that's exactly what I thought. It was the Braves. Terrible. All right, here's Astros and under. I don't think anybody's agreeing with us here, Mindy, in this one, except for Curvin.
There really is. I saw someone.
Curvin did, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here we're back to the doubleheader here, game 2.
Oh no, really, he was on the under. Sorry, yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit against everybody there, a little bit. Okay, so the game 2. Here's Rodriguez going up against Boyd. So get another shot at this with them mixing up the pitching. Didn't want to make it easy on us, make us work.
Oh yeah, we're back to the Orioles Tigers. Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry I did that to you.
I was looking at a different game, so that was my fault there on that one. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit. Let's see. I'm going to go with the Orioles here. I'm just going to take them on the money line. This is going to be another, probably big, chalk one here for me as well. I'm gonna back Rodriguez here over Boyd. 5.4 ERA here on the road. Still, the Orioles have the more offense. I think this is one that the Orioles can get them here, especially as it goes on in the day.
Okay, Mindy, don't mind that pick at all. I was kind of leaning that way, but man, Boyd's been money, even though he's not great. Seems like he's been money. I'll go over in this one. Again, same situation for me. Standalone game, I'd probably go with this as a premium. In double headers, I know you had over in that other game. I usually lean over in double headers. It just seems like that's the way the games kind of go. But I'll take the over in this one, especially at 7.5. So here's Butterscotch on Baltimore. Ziggy would go over. Jay with the Orioles in game 2. They will be a public favorite. So again, as I keep saying, I mean, even though I'm not agreeing with you, not even know if I'm saving as a premium because doubleheaders are a whole other entity. I mean, if anything, if I give out a doubleheader, it's probably coming to you on the late steam portion of Tony's pick service, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I always understood that, Fernando, but I never understood the context of when to say no cap because I'm old. They don't understand it. What a couple more here. Don't say sombrero, says Eric Nolan. And of course, I'm talking about Harry. Look at the guy in the sombrero. Urban on Baltimore.
I don't know about the sombrero on Baltimore. No.
Yeah, reference. Oh, I don't either. But I just know that Harry Carey. It was a famous. It actually was when what's his name? The great the actor that does the Harry Carey imitate. A famous actor, great actor. All right, let's get this over with here. No, I'm Burl. There's the Giants and the Padres. Okay, Mindy, we already talked about it. We shouted out Rocco talking about this. Look at the total. We came on the air yesterday, and I was startled when I said, "Oh, look at this total! It's 9." I was flabbergasted to see it because I knew the game was in Mexico City, and I'm like, this game is going to be 15, 16, 17 runs. I'm sure you remember it. That is like a quote of what I said. And sure enough, it was not a mistake. Well, it was, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
They actually were able to get on this play at over 9. So I feel like my work is done on this game because of Rocco, and I believe one other person may have gotten on it as well. But again, we're in Mexico City. That's why this total is 15. In fact, is there? Yeah, 15.5 now at some books on the under. Could be, just overreaction. And some people are starting to say that maybe it is just that. Tough to cap, I know.
Yeah, I mean, I just really don't love, Manea in this spot here. I'm going to go ahead and take the Padres. I'm going to take them on the run line. I think they are the ones with the better offense here. I think that gives them the advantage in this one. It's just going to be the bats, and that I don't really care for Manea all that much.
All right, Mindy on the Padres here on the run line. Lay it $1. Lay the 1.5 here with Musgrove against Manea, and well, I better just stick with what I said. If I said so, I'm happy we gave out that 9. I can't take advantage of that. I can't say, hey, I'm over 9, and it is a very, very high number, but I will say, since I said instinctively, Mindy, right, 15, 16, 17, I think that has to put me on the over here. So I will go over, but again, I'm going to take credit with Rocco when he wins that easy bet, hopefully, with that one. All right, he said over is locked in. See that? Blake minus 1.5. Justin will still go on the over. No, Will Ferrell. Thomas, I was trying to you guys to say it. Will Ferrell does the Will Ferrell does the Harry Carey impersonation with the sombrero. Okay. Fernando on the Padres here. And what did Ziggy say? He says he will take Padres a total 15. No, we all know something. I mean, it's in Mexico City. The dimensions of the stadium are not, major league specific. 2,000 feet above where Coors Field is. So that's why it's expected to be those numbers. Fernando says blowout for the Padres. I don't know. You know me, I'm always a crooked eye with this Padres team right now. Bogarts, a little prop there. So this is going to be definitely an attraction tonight, I would think, Mindy, if anything, on the baseball card. Not just saying it's because my Padres, but it's an international game, and I think it's got a little bit of television exposure. So I think that'll be one of the featured attractions, even though the Giants are not playing well, obviously, right now. Padres aren't either. We know that. Okay. Mindy's on the Padres run line. I'm on the over. Here we go with the game 2 here, Pirates and Nationals. Velasquez on the road. Who would imagine would be in this spot? The Pirates are the feel-good story right now. Big favorite on the road. $1.50 or so, and the total 9 under 15.
Yeah, I'm going to go over the total here again, Ramon, in this one. Chad Kuhl just hasn't been pitching well. We talked about it, especially at home. 8.38 ERA, 7.36 overall, has a 4.33 slugging percentage. So he does give up some long balls there as well. 1.9 home runs per 9 innings. So I'm going to go ahead and take the over in this one.
All right, Mindy going over in this one with the Pirates and the Nationals. Here's Blake says he wants over in this one. Thomas, Pirates on the run line. Butterscotch wants the Pirates. Hey, hello, Asante Wave. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Today. Good to see you again. Blake, we got it. Blake, we understood you. And there's Ziggy on the over as well. I'll take Washington in this one. Mindy, I'm going to take him as a dog here in this one in game 2. Velasquez has been good, no doubt about it, but I'm just not trusting. Again, like to see both games. Just a free pick. Justin going with you, Mindy, on the over in this one. Burley on the Pirates. All right.
Okay.
And, doubleheaders. Oh, who was in for Velasquez? No, PZ. I don't know about that. I show Velasquez. Maybe I'm not understanding what you're saying, but I'm definitely showing Velasquez starter in game 2.
Maybe he's saying who's in for the Pirates in a different way.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Got it. Yankees here and Rangers. Another good series. Got Brito and Eovaldi in this one with Eovaldi, the favorite here at home. Again, chance to grab the Yankees as a dog. We know that used to be something everybody'd like to do, but right now, are they doing it enough? 145, I think that's, still about 145, maybe a little lower. And the total is now 8 over 30 or 8 over. Let me make sure that's right. That's because that's a big drop right now. 8 over 30. Yeah, big drop on the total here, it looks like.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm just not been a Brito fan. He's been inconsistent at best. He's given up 11 runs on 12 hits in 7 innings. I mean, that's just way too much for any sort of major leaguer here to deal with, especially against, I think a Rangers team that's been pretty hot. New York right now, they've lost the last 7 of 9. I mean, they're just on this terrible streak. I don't see it getting better for them here, today. I just like how the Rangers have been performing here on the mound. Rangers are top 10 in 4 of the best hitting and pitching categories. I got to take the Rangers here right now versus this Yankees team.
Rangers lay the price with Eovaldi here at home. Mindy's going to be on the Rangers. So is Fernando. Scotch has the over as a lock, so I'll be on the over as well. Steam has come in on the under, no doubt about it. I disagree. So let's see here. Blake on the over as well. Hello to Lucky Power today. So Mindy's on the Rangers. I'll be on the over. Yeah, I mean, it's been kind of easy picking on the Yankees a little. It's funny, Mindy.
Ramon? Did it go
Say it again there.
Did you say
yeah, yeah, you can get 8/30. I think in general, 8.5 under 25 might be a more popular line with the books.
Okay.
So just going with one specific book that we favor. I didn't know if you were going with it, but I would say that we can get 8/30 in the back end at with our books that we follow. So here's Joel Rangers first five. Here's Darren with the Rangers, and hello to doubles today. So I'll be on the over in this one. Mindy, everybody's picking on the Yankees a little bit. Some of the games are ineffective. I have their lineups slowly sneaking up back to the leaders offensively right now. I don't know if everybody's seeing it that way, but I mean, we're still expecting way more. But I have them starting to sneak up there with some of those top hitting teams, kind of erasing their woes a little bit. So I'm going to be on the over. Mindy's on the Rangers today. All right. Well, if you've been going against Lance Lynn so far, you've been perfect. I think they've lost them all when he's started here. The Rays, I'm showing Foucher. I don't know if Chirinos is the bulk pitcher, but typical Rays bullpen game here, but still the Rays.
Yeah, and it's one of those that, game day picks yesterday had the under in that one. It came in. We had the Rays for morning steam. I just don't see this one being an under game here today at all. I got Lance Lynn with that 12.1 ERA here at home. Still have the Rays. They keep, going up. They were at like 6.125. Now they're at 6.55 runs of offense here just in a day's work. And you still have that White Sox bullpen that's been, pretty terrible. 4.65, 48 earned runs compared to only 30 earned runs given up by that Rays bullpen. I'm going to go over the total.
All right, Mindy going over. A little bit of steam came in on the over as well. And you see it there. I had to bump it up a little bit, at least 20 cents, because I'm showing it about 9/20 right now. So still not at 9.5 yet. We'll see if it gets there. Maybe it will with these two pitchers. Seems pretty easy to me. It seems like a cheap price on the Tampa Bay Rays. Public chalk, baby. Give it to me. I'm going to take the Rays here as a free pick, probably a premium. Why not just hit the Rays every night and count your money?
Right.
There's Blake on the over, Fernando on the Rays. Looks like Ziggy's on the over. A lot of support for you, Mindy, on the over in this one. Joel Rays money line. Scott says Rays are a lock. And like I said, Lance Lynn, he's perfect. Perfectly reverse. Steam came in on the Rays. Thomas says, respect the steam. Are we the steam? Brent Cook says, did they change the pitcher for the Rays? I think what you're seeing here is Foucher's the opener. And I think it's I want to say Yoni Chirinos is the bulk innings pitcher. Yeah, Brent. I think that's what you're seeing. A lot of times, some places list the primary pitcher, and I think you're seeing it different books. I wouldn't doubt maybe because we've seen Chirino start before, but the Rays often, and it just could be some conflicting information with the. I may be wrong on Foucher listed there. I'm showing Foucher as an opener, and then Chirinos as the guy who comes in the second inning and throws 2, 3, 4 innings, however they can get him out of that. So I may be wrong on that. I'm seeing exactly I think what you are. That several books are listing Chirinos, but I think the word how the Rays do it. They do it Rays like. And that seems like a pretty good way. All right. The Angels here on the road. Mindy, your Angels going up against Corbin Burns. Now, we haven't seen Burns. I think he's starting to get on track a little bit, but he's a favorite here, no doubt. Down to $1.40, 8/20.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be an interesting matchup. It's one of these that I still, he's still struggling on the road. So until he can show me something a little bit, different there. He has that 7.71 ERA on the road compared to the 4.55 overall. And it's the same thing. Reed, he's a little bit better, away. But I just kind of like where the bats have been on both of these teams. I'm expecting this one to get over the total of 8 here today. You still have this Angels bullpen that's kind of messing some stuff up sometimes. They have given up 41 earned runs in their bullpen. Brewers 34. I'm going to go over the total here.
All right, Mindy, on the over in this one with the Angels and the Brewers. I think I'm going to be. Steam came in on the under, but boy, at 8, I think I want to agree with you in this one, Mindy. And plus, we're going way under our total, I think, here. So
we thought it might happen, right?
yeah. Well, and again, here, I just think the 8 over 20 is what's catching my eye. I think that provides a little bit of safety here. I mean, I don't know if you guys notice this, but the totals often land about where they're supposed to. So, not a premium necessarily for me here, but I think if you like the over, fade the steam a little bit here. Steam definitely coming in on the under to drive this down, give us a value. Let's take over. Angels and Brewers. Went with the Angels last night as my social media play. And man, I kind of like them again today. I don't know why I want to keep going to the well right now. It's like I'm expecting. I hope we don't get that losing streak soon, Mindy. I want to think
Don't say it. Don't say
the
it.
Angels can start to win some. I mean, I'm going to like them again today. It's going to take every bit me not to put them on my premium card. I want to do it really bad.
Let's do it.
I'm playing, playing games with my, you're on a roll. You think you've got a side that, I think Corbin's going to be kind of a public side. And so, you're like, can I do it? Can I, do it? It's a decent price it's a great price on the
I'm taking the Angels, so you might as well just take them.
Yeah, all right. All right, let's take a look at the Diamondbacks and the Rockies here. We're in Arizona, not Mexico City. Arizona minus 115, 12.5, under 20. This one's moving down, total moving lower.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take the Rockies here today. They've won now 2 of their last 3, playing well offensively, scoring 12 runs over their last 3 games. Again, they hit, I think, left-handers a little bit better. I don't know. I just think this is going to be an interesting game. I like the Diamondbacks, but I still kind of feel like this is the day that they keep Arizona's lineup in check. I'm going to go with Colorado here on the money line.
All right, Mindy, on the Rockies here with Davis. Just made that one start, of course, so far. So we'll see. Let's see what you guys are going to do with the Diamondbacks and the Rockies. Did I kind of skip over? I'm sorry, you guys. I kind of blew it there on the Milwaukee game. Butterscotch on the over. There weren't very many picks, so apologize for missing everybody's pick. I just wanted to get on with it, I guess. Here's Blake on Arizona, but Ziggy's on the Rockies. So it looks like that means, I think Fernando, that means Diamondbacks. And maybe not very many picks on this one either. Not a great game. I'm on the under here. I think that move is pretty solid. And Rockies have been a big time under so far, no doubt about it. Think about being at home. You think they'd be able to take advantage. Total's always high. It's April still, so balls aren't maybe getting out of Coors. This total's already gone from favor to the over, now favor to the under. I'm on the under here. Mindy's on Colorado. And so Ziggy.
All right. Sweet. One more game? One more game is what we got?
Cardinals and Dodgers. Here, Mindy. Cardinals on the road, underdogs. Dodgers, $1.40. Oh, well, I guess that's a zero. $1.50, and the total is 8 over 15. Here's another game where the total is dropping.
Best of all is fading the Angels? Oh, man. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm taking the Dodgers here. They've won 3 out of their last 5. I think they're, playing better offensively. They've put up 18 runs in their last 4 games. I just kind of expect them to continue to play well, especially when Montgomery, I kind of feel like he's, struggled a little bit here. Gave up 6 runs in his last start there. I'm going to go ahead and take the Dodgers here today.
Me too, Mindy. Let's get on it. Dodgers, Ziggy's on it. Fernando lay the run line with the Dodgers today. I think it's going to be the public chalk from the chocolatier. Let's take the Dodgers today. Blake says Dodgers team total over. Brent says he's on the Cardinals. And the Dodgers not hitting lefties very well. But I'm still impressed with a healthy Clayton Kershaw. To me, Mindy, who's to say his back won't go south on him a little bit later on and all that. But right now, he's looking good. The season's long. And here's Butterscotch, of course, with the
about the Cardinals.
with his Cubs over his shoulder. All right, here's Leroy, Dodgers money line. We're on a Mindy. This is
all right.
Your Dodgers.
Kershaw.
And that's it from the chocolatier.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. We only had one that's like about 170. Not terrible.
Right, but I'm going to be on some chalk. I'm just warning my subscribers right now. I'm going to be dealing in some chalk today. Be careful, but we're going to do it. We're not going to stop firing on Major League Baseball.
Oh, no. You got to play what you got to play.
Not Mr. 7000. All right, Joel on the Dodgers as well. All right.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.